And mics are hot. Hello, everyone. Welcome to G1 Gamedays podcast. First one in December. And to my knowledge, we will have two more for the rest of the year.
Something to that effect? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Looking at the calendar, yes.
Oh, actually, no. We will be amended.
No, it don't be
because December 30th will be the final day of the month. So there'll be this guy here, Short Bus Eric, hosting GTA on the Xbox One, the final GTA of 2020, and that's also when we're going to drop the revenue that we made from the channel.
$1 billion.
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of energy because I just watched the movie that we're going to review later, and oh my god, my brain is mush. We'll talk about that.
I liked it.
Of course you would like it. We'll talk about that soon. Anyways, how are you guys? How was your days? How was your weeks? What have you guys been up to?
I unlocked PS. No, we'll get into the question that you're going to ask of what we're playing and all that fun jazz. I'll start off with that. I beat Gears Tactics today.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
How was it?
The final mission was 2 hours.
Oh.
The final mission.
Oops, I got an echo.
You got an echo, yeah. Your stream is
Echo,
probably on.
I fixed it.
Okay, we're good. 2 hours for the final mission.
It took me. Now let me phrase that. The mission itself, to get to the final boss, was only 15 minutes. Yeah, because you have to the final boss, you have to work your way around this room and deactivate stuff, and as you go, more stuff just gets thrown at you. The final boss, though, wasn't hard. It was just, oh my god, it's like, because your weapons do dick to it. It's a giant monster. On top of that, he's throwing missiles and everything else. It just, it took like 2 hours.
It sounds tedious.
It was. It was a very tedious boss fight. It wasn't a hard one,
Mm-hmm.
but
Was
it was
it
just
Brumac?
No, the Brumac was fun. I liked it. No, it's he's flying Hydra.
Okay.
Which is a variant of the Reavers.
Mm.
So he's flying a Lambent powered Reaver, essentially.
Okay. Damn.
And it's just like, Jesus, that's good. Would you just So it just got frustrating with all the ads and everything else in there. I was just like, all right.
Ads?
Well, the add-ons.
Oh, okay.
No, not ads.
For a second,
Right.
it's like,
Pete,
right,
right,
you've been on this
right.
fight for 30 minutes. Just
right,
let you know that you can download the new day on Gears 5.
Right. That would be about par for the course right now. But it was just the add-ons. So like every other turn, you had to deal with those, and it was just, like I said, it wasn't hard. It was just very tedious and just like banging my head against a wall. So yeah, so we beat that, and then of course Dauntless has their huge update tomorrow. So
Okay.
looking forward to that.
Okay, I thought it was during on Monday they dropped it, but
No. Monday we were all this week on Dauntless. Actually, even right now, everything for Dauntless now this week has just been building up for the update. Because they're a lot of the stuff that's currently in the game will no longer be either in the game or relevant to the game going forward. So a lot of people, like perfect example, bounties are getting removed. So a lot of people are trying to get those bounties done to get the rewards out of them before they go away. So that's really what all this week has been for me on Dauntless, is grinding out stuff, grinding out necessary gear for so they're revamping the whole system. So, and I was hoping to get into Elite Dangerous today, but thank you, Gears Tactic, for having a 2-hour boss fight.
And Worms.
Yeah, well, Worms was the whole reason. Oh yeah, so Worms Rumble. The whole reason why we tested Worms Rumble is because I looked at the time and like, there's no way I'm gonna have time to get into Elite Dangerous. So Worms Rumble, further testing will be required, but imagine Smash Brothers as a Worms game.
Interesting.
So
yeah, because I guess that's what the tagline was. Because people were telling me that it's like real time.
Yeah.
Worms. I'm like so like everyone goes at the same time. It's not.
Yeah. So yeah. So what it is that it's essentially the Smash. Like really, it's like Smash Brothers with Worms. So it's one level, 32 players. And it's fast, it's frantic. You can definitely tell that it was really not meant for the PS4, but they got it running on there because if too much stuff is happening, you start getting frame drops. But
wow,
because that's the quote PS4 PS5 game for this month.
I mean, I will say this: I want to test it up with a couple other people. It is free on PSN, guys. So I would love to see what the viability for a game day with it is. I'm pretty sure we can squat up on it. I think it could be a lot of fun if they allow private, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to purchase it because I like, no matter how like crappy the game is. I mean, it's a free game. I'll take it.
Right.
Although with PlayStation, I tend to forget to purchase them. And then they don't have like honestly for me for like the library, they have a really crappy way of like showing you in your library. You check PlayStation Plus, it's not there, but it's under purchased.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
oh yeah, the UI is just
yeah.
gross.
I'm thankful for the free games. It's just like sometimes I forget that they're there. All right. Anything else for your weeks or?
No, that was me. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I've been working on the last 2 weeks. Yeah, fundraising Fridays, of course. So
yep. So we got a few. We all of us, like whether it's G1 Game Days or Short Bus Eric or Mr. T.O. Wolf or myself or Robe or anyone else that's like raising money for Extra Life. We're like these are the final days. We're in the trenches right now. So for this year's campaign, obviously we're going to restart it up in 2021.
Yep.
We still have time to meet all of our goals. So if you held out on the 24-hour stream, consider donating before the end there. I mean, all of us individually have some goals that we're working towards. I myself, we hit our 400 goal. So Monday I was supposed to do Drake of the 99 Dragons as my punishment game. And I discovered that it really doesn't like when, because I use XSplit to broadcast to Twitch.
right.
It doesn't like when XSplit's running. Like I try to boot the game up, it gets to the first, loading screen, and then it just dies as soon as you click play.
Of course.
I did some tests, and it will work on slops, so I will honor that on my next Monday stream. So I will play Drake of the 99 Dragons, although I do have to figure out why it will not recognize my controller. No matter how, like what I do, it will only recognize certain inputs. Like, it won't recognize the triggers, because in that game, you're dual-wielding pistol, so left trigger, right trigger, but it won't recognize the triggers. Which I can't understand why.
What controller are you using?
A 360 controller.
Huh.
Yeah.
That game has always been broken, no matter what.
True.
Any version.
So for me, what I've been up to, I've been finishing off Jedi Fallen Order. Finally got around to finishing that. And I just turned the difficulty down at the final boss because she was cheap as hell. I was like,
oh yeah,
I did good to do the non-story mode. I just said, fuck it, turn it off. and the difference in damage you take is
it's astronomical.
crazy. Yeah. Like a move that would take like 3/4 of my health down, maybe takes 1/4 of my health down. I'm like,
That's why I played most of the game on that difficulty.
Yeah, I played it on story too. I was like, yeah, whatever.
yeah.
I mean but that's also like me when I did Horizon Zero Dawn. I played it on story because I wanted it for that, and that's the thing for the single player ones. I don't want the challenge. I want the story.
Yeah. For me, I want a little bit of challenge, but I don't want so much the challenge where I'm going to throw the controller. So I found that like normal is like the happy medium, but I found now that like story mode is way too easy. It's way too easy. I mean, it's good for the people that just want to watch the story, but I know I might get to the point where I just go all story mode on everything. Like,
I feel like it depends on the game because I'm going to like Ghost of Tsushima right now, and I'm playing it on normal, but I mean, I'm not really struggling with it, but so I don't know. It depends on the game.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple. I mean, even on story mode though, there were a couple fights in Fallen Order that kind of challenged me.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but good game. Not a great game. I like the story, but Respawn is not known for platformers. They're known for shooters. So to watch them do this action platforming game, like to try to do platforming in this type of game is just, it doesn't register the jumps all the time.
Right.
Your momentum doesn't register that all the time.
Right. No, I'm with you. I mean, it was a good game. I think it was worthy. I think it definitely earned all the critical praise that it got. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. We're looking at a team that's known for doing first person shooters, trying to do a third person, action adventure. So,
yeah, I thought it was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Yeah, and then after I'd beaten that, I took a look at the I'll save that because it is a news story for the MK11 stuff. We'll talk about that in the news. After that, I did. I booted up the crowd control again, and I attempted another Super Metroid Zelda randomizer to varying results. So, they don't do anything super duper unique with it. Basically, they just combined the abilities and like the help and hinder rules for both games, and just mix them in between. Funny bugs happened, and only in Super Metroid. So I had gotten the grappling beam early on in Zelda. It was placed in Zelda. But what happened was, oh my god, that's freaky. So whenever Eric turns his head to the side like that, his entire chin disappears. I don't know if you guys can see that on stream. You should be able to see it. I see it there.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah, Eric, when you turn to your side, your beard and chin just. Oh God!
Not anymore. I don't like it. No more.
Oh,
No me gusta. No.
What was I talking about again?
How disgusting it is when half my jaw disappears.
Gross.
Yeah, the grappling beam. So
it just fucking disappeared.
So I got in the grappling beam and I went back to Metroid, and Silent Hero, who is in the chat, donated coins to disable the grappling beam. So I was like, oh crap, can't use a grappling beam, and I gotta wait a minute. I was like, all right, the minute's done. Let's get back. Couldn't select it. It's on the screen. Couldn't select it. So I don't know if I attempted to just turn it on myself or someone else in chat did it for me, but I turned it back on. I could get it. Yeah, it was cool. But as soon as that 1 minute timer was gone, couldn't select it again. I was like, okay, something's up. I don't know what's going on. Silent Hero went, oh, I know what we can do. I think I had it tapped at 1,000 coins. He drops 1,000 coins and instantly kills me. Not knowing the fact that I didn't save in Super Metroid, because usually I do all my saving in Zelda. So I had lost like 15 or 20 minutes of progress. And come to find out, when the save reloaded, With the save reloaded, it permanently removed the grappling beam. And thanks to Wardman, who went back into the stream archive to try and find out which dungeon or which cave I found the grappling beam in, we jaunty back over there, and the chest was still open. It was permanently unlocked. It was permanently locked. So now I had to, like, if there was a spot where I had to use the grappling beam, I had to stop, pull up crowd control, enable it for myself, and swing over. Silent Hero chat says it was 39.69 coins. Really? I thought that. Yeah. Crowd control was all types of bork that weekend. So not only that, Mr. TL Wolf dropped coins to give me the screw attack, not a porn site, for a minute. And I was like, cool. I got the. I'll use the screw attack on here and there. Okay, the minute was up. I still had the screw attack. I had the screw attack the entire time, and there was no way to turn it off. So like Wolf just gave me the screw attack. There's another funny moment though that Silent Hero, yeah, he's like, yeah, the Silent Hero sounds like a jerk. Not as big of a jerk as that Robe guy. Robe was actually nice during the through the playthrough, but Silent Hero put the one-hit KO in Zelda while I was playing and fighting a boss. So as it was on, you get like half a heart. I beat the boss, I get the item, and at the end, it's supposed to refill your hearts, and then you leave the dungeon. But since the one-hit KO was on, like I would get a few hearts, and then it would take it back down to half. Few hearts, take it back to half, and I'm like, I have to sit here until the timer resets and all the hearts fill up. So that was a trip. I am looking forward to our crowd control playthroughs on this channel, on the G1 Game Days. What we're going to do yet, I don't know. I probably will hold off on that Metroid Zelda one because like it was pretty well broken. And by the end of the night when I beat it Tuesday night, it was just completely borked. Like I turned it off, turned it back on as you do, and nothing happened. So I was like, all right, if you have coins, we'll save it for another time. But yeah, I am looking forward to when we honor those. So if you guys got channel points built up for G1 Game Days, maybe reconsider doing posture checks and hydrates and who's your best host, because you'll want to save that for crowd control, because you can actually exchange your channel points for coins in crowd control. They do cap at a limit, but I mean, if you don't have bits to exchange for that, then you can use the channel points instead. So that should be a lot of fun.
I should double check and make sure channel points are re-enabled on the channel.
I think they are for something. I don't think we have it for the posture checks and all that, but also you may want to hold off on your channel points, which we'll get to soon in the news. But I mean, that's been my week.
Bombs.
Yeah, that's been my week. Other than the occasional keep it up with Star Trek Discovery and The Mandalorian, which I think last Friday's episode was like the greatest episode ever. Because fan service. Yes, with the good fan service.
Yeah, that lady everyone likes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been paying attention. I got this.
Have you though?
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till we get the question and answers portion because, yeah, I'm expecting comedy from you. But first, before I get into the news, I kind of wanted to do a quick little game with you, Eric and Woody. It's something I found on TikTok, where it's Americans Guess Canadian Slang, and I want to know if you now, since you guys have been watching a lot of Letterkenny, maybe you'll pick up on some of this.
Okay.
Wait, I thought we went through your week. Did we not? What are you in chat going? No one cares about my week. I'm sorry. Did you not talk? Playing. I know you're talking about Ghost of Tsushima, but
no, it's all right. You don't have to worry about me. I'll just sit here.
How was your week, Woody?
It was good. I've been on a Nintendo kick recently. I kind of beat Super Mario Odyssey, even though I didn't do the Dark Side of the Moon yet. I beat Mario 64 for the first time,
Mm,
and I've been playing. And I played and beat Kirby's Return to Dreamland on the Wii. Just because all my Nintendo stuff is upstairs, so that's what I play when I'm on break from work. I get like a 15-minute break here and there, a 30-minute break here and there. Just boot up the Nintendo.
nice.
So
All right,
just
everyone's coming after me. I'm
go
sorry,
back.
because usually what happens is I get everyone else's weeks and then I do mine, but I kind of just skip to mine, so I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, it's not like I'm important or anything. You can just forget about me. Yeah, I know you don't like
Okay,
me.
so
It's
you
all right. Cool.
stop. So a lot of Nintendo. So Odyssey. I haven't beaten the Dark Side of the Moon either. I'm just like, to me, the end of the game. Like you asked that on Twitter. It's like, what was the end of the game for you? I'm like, end of the game is when credits roll. End to
Credits
me
roll,
is
but I feel
taking
like
over Bowser
I
and
think
listening to that song that sounds like it belongs in a Sonic game.
it's asking me to get more moons. So I feel like I can do the Dark Side of the Moon. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna collect all 1 billion jillion moons I have, but
No,
I'll
because
collect enough to do that.
yeah. I mean, we learned our lesson with Breath of the Wild. You collect all the Korok seeds in that, and you just get a big, giant pile of gold poop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either.
Speed of sound.
So yeah, I'm just working on the backloggery.
Yeah.
I gotta start up Max Payne 2 and Destroy All Humans soon. Except
Nice.
for those.
I'll be honest. Up until yesterday, I think is when we picked the movie. I was this close to picking Max Payne,
Would have been okay with that one too.
except for what we picked. Oh god! Like, the reason I picked tonight's movie is because I wanted it out of the way.
Really?
Get it done, get it over with, get it out of the way, and it kind of fits the theme of what we're doing for the questions and you know and the media we're taking in right now for most part. Okay, now I'm gonna do the Americans guess Canadian slang. So I found this on a TikTok and I thought it was pretty funny, and then I saw they did a reverse of that where a Canadian guessed American slang, and the girl was from South Cali. And this broke me because she's like, okay, what's a grom or grommet? I'm like, grommet? That's actually a thing? I thought that was a JonTron joke. Because he's like, oh yeah, grommet this, grommet that. The fuck does grommet mean? Apparently it's slang for surfer in Cali. I'm like, okay. So,
I just learned something.
I knew that one.
without the use of Google, we'll use the honor system here.
I'm a big guy
I'm gonna give
anyway.
you guys like 5 or 10 seconds for this.
All right. I got my phone ready. Oh, without Google. Right. Sorry.
Google.
Hey,
I got my coffee ready.
Okay. So, Mickey. What is a Mickey?
Drugs.
Okay, drugs. Eric, what is a Mickey?
Well, I know what Mickey is in British. It's it's
Roofland.
no, it's to make fun of.
Actually, a Mickey is to describe like a small little bottle of alcohol. So like,
Okay.
if you got like if you go to like a liquor store or whatnot, it's like right at the cash. So it's like little tiny bottles of like Smirnoff or Jack or whatnot. Yeah.
Airplane bottle.
You should probably guess this one. What is a loony?
An idiot.
Crazy person.
Oh no, that's the monies.
Yeah, that is the money. It is the $1 coin.
Yeah, I learned that the other day.
Okay. What is a 2-4? A 2-4.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm gonna go into the city to pick up a 2-4.
A hooker?
Eric, your guess?
I like 8 ball. I don't know.
2-4 is slang for Wolf got it in chat. 2-4 is a slang for 24 pack of beer.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That one makes
That
sense.
does make sense.
Okay. Toboggan.
Sled.
Car.
Eric was correct. It is a sled. What is a double-double?
Mm, Double cheeseburger.
Eric. A double is.
Of course,
Shut
he
up,
goes
Wolf.
Wolf. You're basically Canadian neighbor.
Yeah, you don't count.
Yeah.
It's you're Canadian by proxy.
Yeah.
You're barely American.
I don't know.
A double is slang for an ordering for coffee in Canada. So a double is 2 cream, 2 sugar. So you walk up to a Tim's and just say, "I
Yeah, no, it's like me going to Dunkin' Donuts ordering an extra large 4 and 4.
Jesus Christ,
What?
that's a lot of sugar and cream.
Yeah, it's a Boston
America.
coffee. Get off my dick.
Yeah, yeah. It's slang usually reserved for Tim Hortons. You can pretty much ask like any place that serves coffee for double, and they'll know what you mean. Finally, what is a toque?
As in full of a toque? Oh no, we're not going Lord of the Rings. We're going Canadian on this one. Yeah, I have no idea.
Solid Heroes automatic answer for everything is a hooker.
Everyone else says hat. I'm gonna go with and thong.
It is a hat. It is a winter hat or a beanie.
Called a toque. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yes.
Just call a beanie a fucking beanie.
Hey, we have a product here that they've made that has headphones built into the toque, and it's called a Blue toque.
Okay, that's pretty fucking marketing genius right there.
Because it's Bluetooth enabled.
All right, I like that.
I'm put that on my winter. Yeah, put that on my holiday wish list, please, because that's brilliant fucking marketing right there.
Yeah.
That's brilliant marketing
There's
right there.
another one I found that just had different Canadian words for stuff that you guys say. I might do that next time. Or more Canadian slang for Americans. Homo. What is the best slang? Homo. What are you talking about, Rope? What is the best slang for? I don't know. You're breaking my head there. Okay.
Say that.
Does the promo button work again? Yes, it does. Okay. Friendly reminder. G1 Game Days is in partnership with Raise Energy and Rep Sports. So if you use promo code Game Days, you get 15% off your order at checkout at Rep Sports. That's Rep Sports with 2 P's. That can go towards Raise Energy, the protein popcorn, or any of the fine products they sell on the website. So don't forget, guys, that all proceeds that we get, or all kickback we get from that for your orders, we put that towards Extra Life at the end of the year, which is readily coming soon. So if you haven't picked up any Raise Energy or protein popcorn you want to and support the kids, links in the chat if you're watching live on Twitch. That's repsports.com with 2 P's, and use promo code GameDays at checkout, and you save 15% off your order. Thanks, Rep Sports. Okay.
Yeah.
So, thankfully today, we don't have 20 categories of the Game Awards to go through. That will probably be all given away during the pre-show next week.
Also, I won't fall asleep.
Yeah. There's still discussion among the hosts as whether or not we want to air this on G1 Game Days and kind of all be on a call and snark at it together. I think that'd be fun. Because I know Robe is probably doing his game or his G1 Wrestling Universe. I'll be at work, so as soon as I'm off work, I'll have to rush home and get it started. So I'm gonna miss the pre-show, which 80% of the awards will be given away. When is Achilles? December 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
December
Thursday. Got it.
It's a Thursday.
Actually,
okay.
no. Google, save me. Game Awards 2020. Oh shit! No, I'm gonna miss a whole lot of it. Let me go to the website because on Google it's giving my time frame and it said, "Oh, it's gonna start at 7 p.m. Eastern." I'm like, that early? No, can't. I don't want to vote because a vote does not matter. Literally, they're like, yeah, you can vote if you want, but it's like 10%. We've already got it picked out. Confirm this for me. I've been saying the game of the year since I don't play many new games. My choice is Miles Morales, even though it's not nominated. Okay, yeah. So if you're looking for Snark on my channel, it ain't gonna happen because it's apparently supposed to start at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I will jump in as soon as I can.
I'm sure
I'll watch from work because no one will be at my work. But yeah, so like I said, this will be a shorter podcast because we don't have 20 nominees to pretend to care about.
Wait, we were pretending?
I mean, for me, it was most like honestly, no one watches the Game Awards for the awards. They watch for the trailers because I think they give out 4 awards during the whole thing. The rest of it is off camera, and it's just like world premiere.
Yeah, that's the only reason I watch it. Trailers.
I mean, last year, like, I can't remember a single award that was given out last year. All I remember is that Phil Spencer was like, hey, yeah, here's the Series X. Here's our new console. Oh, no. The only thing I remember from last year is Michelle Rodriguez on stage drunkenly saying we used to play Tekken all the time. Tekken.
Oh, man, I forgot. I got an idea for a bit alert.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Jimbo, have fun Saturday. You're going to hear Tekken.
And you will break every moment.
Yep.
Every time that you hear it, his soul will die just a little bit more.
Actually, if no. The clip would be deleted now because talk about soon. But I would say get the one where Max and crew react to her saying Tekken. It's like, it's good. It's Tekken.
I wrote it down on a sticky note. I'll remember.
Oh. Maybe he still has a clip up on Twitch. I don't know. But he said that he deleted everything from 2019 and below and kept the 2020 stuff until the best of. And then he's going to delete all that because DMCA is a bitch.
It is.
Speaking of Twitch, it's time to finally get into the news.
Can't wait to see what we got for this one.
First order of business on the news is this actually just broke today. Twitch Sport announced a new testing feature called Community Challenge called Boost the Stream. So that's why I said hold on to your points because you may be able to help boost a stream and get them higher up in the search algorithm or actually to get noticed better on Twitch. So it's going to be rolling out in a couple weeks. And yeah, so apparently if you have channel points accumulated, which when I did the crowd control on my channel, I found out that a lot of my viewers did because I don't really have anything other than highlighting or emotes to cash in there. So yeah, I wanted to bring this up because I had made a somewhat snarky, but also a somewhat important tweet that said, or you could redesign the site so that small streamers get pushed to the top. And the snarkiness came with the Kermit gif. That's none of my business. And a lot of people replied to that.
Well, you're not
interesting
wrong.
Conversations of that's what this is designed to do. And not faulting Twitch on that. I'm like, yes, it's cool that they're doing something productive with the channel points. And I applaud them for that. But also got to hold them accountable that their front page is garbage. So we got a lot of people going back and forth saying that, you know, mid-level partnered streamers and maybe even the big-time streamers, there could be a lot of abuse of this. So they really haven't come out and said, you know, who really qualifies for this because,
right,
you know, there are a lot of the bigger streamers that maybe have channel points on by default, but just ignore it because why am I going to use this new feature? I'm doing pretty well on Twitch anyway. Like,
right. No, you know what though? The way I read it, is it will benefit. It should benefit. It'll benefit affiliates greatly. Yeah, and those low level partners, those partners who just made partner. So I would imagine that God, I hate the fact that I'm actually going to trust Twitch making an algorithm, because they're garbage at it. But I would imagine that there's some sort of algorithm that says, okay, this channel has gotten to X point, in whatever, they don't qualify.
Yeah.
Much like, kind of like we have the qualifications to get to an affiliate. It'd be, the exact opposite where, okay, well, you have X amount of followers, you qualify out. Yeah. So hopefully it's something along those lines. Now it's just, hopefully they don't make it too stupid.
Yeah, if it's handled well, it could be a good idea. But
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly. But I'm also
need
with
to
Johnny
see
in
more.
that, hey, why don't you just fix your fucking front page? And
Which a lot of people in that tweet were like he's like, yo, you kind of don't get it. This is helping. I said, yes, it's helping, but it doesn't change the fact that the front page is shit.
It's shit.
I'm like, here, I made a video about it 3 weeks ago because, full disclosure here, I was kind of looking at the people and trapping them into saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about DMCA. Nuh-uh. I'm bringing you in to talk about the other problem I have with Twitch, which is their front page and discoverability. Here's my other fear about this, is that it will quickly get forgotten as soon as it launches. Remember when they launched, hey, if you get a hype train, that puts you on the front page in the section that we have for, hey, look at the hype trains here. Do you know how far you have to go down to find people that are being pushed to the front because of hype train? I think it's 5 or 6 columns down. Nobody's going to look for that.
No.
Okay, I'm going to just quickly open up a tab here, and we're going to go to, I'll just do it from here. It'll be easier. We're going to go just to regular Twitch. So here's, this is just a playoff of Twitch. This is just a playoff of my video anyway, but for the people in the back that didn't hear, we'll just go quickly over it. So, obviously, you got your top, the people that are promoted to the front page, people that are on there. My problem here, though, is the first bit here, channels you might like. Look, there I am right there. What am I doing? Okay, well, I know what I'm doing there, but this is the G1 Gamedays. I'm already following G1 Gamedays. Why is this here? Same with Game Attack. Why is this here? I'm already following them. Then you got the categories we think you'll like. And then I have this section here for while Craig Skits is offline, here's some people that we think you might like. And then on the 4th row down, here's where the smaller channels lie. So let's just say that if you guys spend the points to boost this up and to get more visibility, are we going to show up here? Because if so, that doesn't really help. Because, for someone to find you, you got to scroll down. And then, okay, so the section below, this is where the hype train lies. So, it's 5 rows down.
Yeah.
No one's going to find that. And what I suggested to Twitch was, take these 2 Garbo things out and put your smaller streamers in your hype train sections here. Because once I go on the Twitch, if I'm not automatically going to someone that I'm following, boom, right there. I can find new people to follow or watch. But they won't do that.
Right. No.
No, because the big names are their moneymakers.
I'm not saying get rid of the big name. Like this, people work hard for this. And they have a good rotation. I'm not saying get rid of this because the people that they put in front or the events they put up front, they get the viewership, they work hard for that. I'm just saying that this is useless and this is useless. So just get rid of her and put the stuff to help the smaller people get up. But yeah, what do I know? I just work here.
It seems like with the new thing they're doing, it's more like a temporary fix than actually going back and fixing their system.
Well, but that's welcome to Twitch.
Yeah,
that's been Twitch's line for
it's a
everything
on a
everything
leg.
yeah everything in the last 6 months. It's let's fix other problems except for the glaring ones that need to be fixed.
Which a big thing happened yesterday. So we don't really cover a whole lot of Fortnite stuff on here for obvious reasons, because we just don't play the game. But this was interesting because they closed off their most latest their current season with another one of those big events. So because they were so heavy on Marvel this time, so like you had like Iron Man skins and Thor and Storm and Wolverine and all this shit.
And Deadpool. Yeah.
So what happened was like the big event was everyone's chilling out on the helicarrier, and then you can just see Galactus looming in, slowly getting closer and closer. Then he just reaches into the middle of the map, grabs whatever that big ball is in the middle, and blows it up. And that's a server reset. You can't play. This time they were smart to put a timer that says we'll be back in 8 hours.
Right.
So, but it broke Twitch, like literally broke Twitch. There was 1.5 million concurrent viewers on Twitch in the Fortnite category. Like in contrast to what it is now.
It's like the black hole event.
226. But it's back to where it was. It's in a good spot. It's beating Among Us right now. And yeah, there's your new channel banner because hey, they added the Mandalorian and Roku. Which when you found out the channel's name, did you when Ahsoka said it, did you immediately think Goku? It sounded like Goku.
Not really.
It sounded all similar to Goku to me.
I know how to keep my sci-fi and anime separate.
Woody.
So looking at you, Tree.
So 1.5 million concurrent viewers on Fortnite. And I just had this discussion with my boss because his kids are all about Among Us now. Like they were hard into Fortnite for 5 years apparently. And then Among Us comes along and he sees them playing that and watching videos on that, and he's like, "Hey, aren't you guys playing Fortnite?" And they're like, "Fortnite." Wow. Like kids are starting to get away from it.
I mean, let's be honest. The Battle Royale scene has died.
Well, I mean, we still got Warzone.
Died. Let me phrase that. Still kind of is not dead, but it's
not as big as it used to be.
Not at all.
I mean, Apex is
is still popping.
Yeah. But like everything else is pretty much lowered down. Like, oh man, that's so weird. Like Warzone and Modern Warfare are now separated. They're their own categories.
Oh shit.
That's weird.
That makes sense though.
Okay. So I'm kind of getting off track. So 1.5 million concurrent viewers. It actually broke Twitch. So viewer counts weren't adding up. People weren't being notified when people were going live. It was crazy. And then Twitch support finally fixed that.
Right.
It was a big day for Twitch. Big traffic to the site. Fortnite, broke more records. People are seem to be having fun with the Mandalorian. So yeah, nothing bad came of that. Oh, by the way, if you stream the event, you're at risk of DMCA takedown. Twitch tells you that you're big record breaking. You got all these views and new followers and subs to your channel. Yeah, that stream never existed. You gotta take that down. And all because Fortnite had licensed music in there. Apparently, it was AC/DC's Demon Fire. So yeah, we're back to this. We don't know, or no, sorry, we don't care to buy some type of licensing software or have this in control. You are responsible for this. Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, and it's funny. Some of the retorts I've seen on that one, yeah, for that specifically, have been, well, that's great, except you guys hold everything in there, in cloud server. Even if we delete our VODs and our clips, you're still holding it in cloud server for a year.
Yep.
So, yeah, because now I'm starting to see things where people are getting DMCA'd for shit that they deleted off of their channel, but because it's being held in cloud storage, they're still getting popped.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, Twitch, fix your shit.
Broke back to what I said before. Granted, I'm broken legs.
You are owned by the most lucrative, greediest motherfucker on the planet. Spend a couple million, pay for the licenses, and move on. Because here's the funny thing. Facebook Gaming, no one wants to acknowledge that they exist, but Facebook Gaming, at least for their partners, have an agreement that partnered streamers on Facebook can use copyrighted music.
Mm-hmm.
And it does exactly what YouTube does, where if it detects it, it shells out the monetary value to the artist. Yeah.
All you need to do, Twitch. All you need to do, but no, they're like, no. That's we need all the money. Anyways, I don't want to dwell on this because I feel like we just we had a break last time, but I just
moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We got a lot of Nintendo stuff. I did not know about this until it was brought to my attention. So apparently, a Pokemon was not allowed to be on a Pokemon card for nearly 20 years because a magician said, "Nah, that looks too much like me, bro. Get rid of it." This Yuri Geller sued Nintendo decades ago for using his likeness for Kadabra. Or
can we say, right? Do we have a picture of the guy?
I want to. That's the same thing. I want to see what he looks like. Yuri Geller.
Oh yeah, he's apologizing. I'm truly sorry what I did 20 years ago. Kids and grown-ups, I am releasing the ban. It's up to Nintendo to bring my hashtag Kadabra Pokemon card back.
He doesn't really look like Kadabra, but he does bend spoons, it looks like.
Geller is known for the spoon bending trip, just like Kadabra. Now, Geller is apologizing for the lawsuit, which he claimed Nintendo turned him into an evil, occult Pokemon character. It stole his identity by using his name and his signature image.
And just remember, kids, there is no spoon.
Don't try to bend the spoon. It's impossible. Yeah, I don't.
I don't get it.
I think that's the dude there. How the fuck does that look like that? You look like that?
That looks like the picture. That looks like the pictures I see too. I'm on the Googles.
Just wow. Once again, it's just proof that people can sue for anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at a bunch of pictures of the Yuri Geller guy.
And the question that you have to ask at this point is not necessarily him making the claim, the lawyer who took the case. That's my question.
Mm-hmm. Well,
whatever.
Yeah, I guess a Pokemon rare card is about to be not as rare. Yeah, not much to say on that. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Still on Nintendo and batshit and crazy decisions. Well, this one I can kind of understand. You can't keep a dead platform alive. So Nintendo is going to shut down the Super Mario Maker level uploads in 2021. So at first, people are freaking out saying that it was going to be dead. But it's just the uploads.
Oh.
So
that's fine.
It's going to be delisted from the Wii U marketplace in January 12th. And the servers are going to be taken down when? March 31st. What the fuck is happening on March 31st, Nintendo?
The day
I'm gonna be like fucking Charlie with the signs and the lines. Like, well, if Mario 35 servers go down, and the Fire Emblem games gets delisted March 31st, and then the 3D collection gets gone, and then Biff Tannen has to go back to 1955 to give the Sports Almanac. It'll skew into this tangent, creating an alternate 1985.
Right. Quick, somebody call the doctor and fix this shit. Get the TARDIS.
The way the world ends.
Alternate to you, me, and Einstein, but reality for everyone else. Yeah, so I am happy that hopefully the levels will still be there, because there's a bunch of amiibo costumes for Mario 1 for that level that I still don't have unlocked. I kind of want to, keep that preserved.
Right.
But again, Nintendo, what are you planning for March 31st? Whereas it's like Mario 3D All-Star's gone. The Mario 35 server's gone. The Game & Watch won't be sold anymore, which no one's buying that fucking thing anyway.
So, funny story about that. So, wife and I did a little bit of shopping the other day, right? So, right next to our local GameStop is a dollar store. I was in, we had to go into the dollar store. She had to run down to the hair salon. It's a couple doors past the GameStop. So she goes into the GameStop, doesn't tell me. So, of course, naturally, she tells me after the facts. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, we got to go inside. So I'm just perusing, taking a look around. Of course, I had to jokingly ask, hey, you got any Series X? She's like, yeah, no. But we do have this wonderful Game & Watch thing. My wife's like, ooh, what's that? I'm like, no.
Mm-mm.
She's like, why not? I'm like, because we have a Nintendo Switch, honey. You don't need it.
It was one of those times to myself, I stopped my foot and I said, no, you don't need Mario Brothers again.
Wow, if even you don't get it, then something.
You heard it here, folks. If Johnny Chase ain't buying it.
Wife in the other room said, good for you.
Johnny's
Here's
the
like-
Mario guy. You know he
When
loves
that was
challenge.
announced and they said, oh, limited time release, blah, 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 everyone was just like, resellers were like, yeah, scalping. Oh, yeah, all that money. Like, I go to my Walmart and my EB Games, there's like 20 units just sitting in the shelves, not being moved. Like, Nintendo did not read the room right. Apparently, it's already been hacked and people are playing Doom on it.
What is it with Doom?
Yeah, I was about to ask them, why is Doom the first thing people play when they hack things?
Like, is Doom the benchmark at this point? I mean, for obvious reasons for what we just watched, but
yeah, too. Wordman also says Fire Emblem, which is going to be releasing soon. That's getting delisted in March 31st. Like, Makoto's saying Switch 2. It's like, if you're going to announce a new console, but why would you cancel all this shit? And I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Right. I just work here.
Alina's asking to see my comment about Age of Calamity. No, what's going on with Age of Calamity? Is that getting delisted in March?
Huh.
I'm going up to see if I can find the comment.
God.
Can't see that. Anyways, so if you've got any Mario Maker levels you've been sitting on, be sure to upload them before March 31st. They're shutting that down.
Now I'm okay.
I can understand,
right?
Like,
No,
it's a 5-year-old game.
I'm okay with the upload service. I did see the and you know me, I'm not a big platformer. I'm not a big Mario Maker type of guy. But I do know that there are people who prefer Mario Maker to Mario Maker 2.
Really?
Yeah. That was I saw that announcement. That was one of the biggest things. It's like, man, I don't like the interface and blah 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 of Mario Maker 2. I prefer Mario. Yeah, so that's what I was saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, with Mario Maker 1, you had the Wii U tablet to actually like move and place the pieces. You didn't have to use a cursor and
that's probably what it was. But guys, we got to move on here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yes.
Let it go.
Oh yeah, Lena, I did read that story. However, they Nintendo put some DMCA's out on people who are streaming Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for Australian, Asian, and European streamers who they legally unlocked the game, but it just wasn't unlocked everywhere. I think they've reinstated those times, or I think they've reinstated those users. Because it's time frame of the person, or it's time frame of the region there. So I mean, they're well within their rights to do that. Not Nintendo anyway. I think that's kind of stupid, but the streamer is well within their rights. If the game unlocks, then they're legally able to play it.
Right.
Things are ass backwards.
Mm-hmm. One last thing for the Nintendo. So there was a Smash Brothers tournament that was supposed to be held. Called the Big House 10. It got
we were talking about Smash Brothers players the other day, weren't we?
Right. So how this works is obviously we can't do tournaments because of COVID. Everyone should stay safe. Even in a place that is relatively safe in a few cases there, just stay home. So there is a method to play Melee online with a rollback code called Slippy. I think it integrates into Dolphin so that you can play Melee and actually play online, and it apparently works really well. Now, they announced it back in July, and Nintendo said, please... At first they said, please don't put this out there because, you're using emulation, and ROMs and stuff like that. You know how we feel about ROMs and stuff. And they said, no, we're gonna do it anyway. And then Nintendo was like, I don't want to do this, but cease and desist, legally, put their foot down and said, no, you can't do it.
Right. I
mean, obviously they're completely within their rights to do it. It is their intellectual property. They do hold the rights over that. So I mean, they can legally do what they want. I feel like for something like this, where it's not being made relatively available, it's Melee. You can't buy it legally anywhere.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah,
I get it, but at the same time, given the circumstances of the world, the world climate that we find ourselves in, let it go.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously they want you to play Ultimate, but then everyone screams, "Well, your netcode in Ultimate is trash. If you can update that, then I would gladly play Ultimate." Well, I mean, maybe one person would say that, but I mean, we are dealing with Melee players. Melee players are more, no, me, my game, my shitty controller that only works the way I want to.
Right.
I mean, a lot of them have, started the hashtag free Melee, but, it's just not going to happen.
No, doesn't have to be anything.
Right. So that's the big bulk of the news. There's just two little things I want to talk about. They're mostly just skin packs, so I have to watch it on YouTube. But this made me glee. So happy with this. So MK11 released the classic MK movie skin pack. So
yes.
It gives you Christopher Lambert as Raiden, Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage, and Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade. Their full likeness and their voices. It's so good. My only gripe with this, and I know Reset Patrick echoes my sentiment on this, you still could have gotten Robin Shou to do Liu Kang. Obviously, you can't get the actor who does Kano because, unfortunately, he passed away. But I mean, all the other actors are still available. Robin Shou would be the only one that is left.
They could have. They should have.
Maybe they'll hold that off. You could have gotten what's her face for Katana, and what's her face for Sindel. If we could get classic MK movie skin pack Volume 2 with those three actors, I would love it. And then if you could get a Katana and Sindel match and get them to do their line, Mother, you're alive. No. Too bad, you will die.
You will die.
It's available on everything. It's $5.99 American. I had a blast like listening to them do their lines back and forth with their mirror matches, and yeah. Still waiting for the likeness of the actress who played Sindel. Yeah.
We're hoping.
Yeah, and the final one here is Mila Jovovich is joining Monster Hunter officially. So it's a Monster Hunter World Iceborne cross Mila Jovovich Monster Hunter. You have to say it that because she gets top billing in the title. So it's not Monster Hunter, it's Mila Jovovich Monster Hunter.
Well, that's all you, Wolf.
I feel like every single podcast we talk about Mila Jovovich.
Oh yeah, no, my wife our strongest. Sorry, my wife our strongest. But hey, I mean, you could get the skin and then just purposely get her killed over and over and over again. You know, fulfilling the hatred of every Resident Evil fan everywhere.
And that, folks, is what we call catharsis.
I was gonna say morbid and weird, but okay, catharsis.
Yeah. So that's the news. Light news week, which is good because we kind of need it. Because I'll say, like, the last few podcasts have gone very long into heavy discussions. I've been looking for ways to kind of cut corners. So news stories will probably be few and far between. But that is that. It's time for that section where we see if Hollywood can replicate what the gaming industry can put on screen. But it hurts so much more once we get into talking about this. And Eric, I know you've got a lot to talk about this. So without further ado, guys, it is time for Video Games, the Movie, the Game, the Review. So our review this week is Wing Commander.
Yay! I mean, wait, what?
Yay!
Okay, so full disclosure, this movie kind of actually does have a soft spot in my heart right next to Super Mario Brothers, because it was one of the few like sci-fi action adventure movies that I actually knew about as a kid, because I used to play Wing Commander, that I got my father to take me to go see.
Oh.
So but going back and looking at it, oh dear the fuck God, why?
My brain literally turned to mush. Like, I was watching this before we went live on the podcast. I couldn't even finish it. I got to the part near the end where, in whatever the fuck this is supposed to be, there's a biplane with like half a wing, and there's like missiles on the side that never fire.
Yeah, they do.
Do they fire missiles in that? I don't know, because all the time,
every fucking fight. Yeah.
Because the whole time that every star fight in this movie, it was just how is there
no
are they actual bullets in space?
Hold on. No. Hold. Trust me. This is me being much older and much wiser and looking at this and going, oh, there is so much wrong going on right now.
I'm gonna say space bullets.
But
space bullets. Just can't put space in front of everything and have it to work.
This is my space biplane with my space bullets.
Okay.
Go Space Broncos.
If you are a fan of the Wing Commander series, this has to hurt so bad, because nothing looks as if it does in the game. Like the ships, the uniforms, the Kilrathi, which are the cat-like aliens that you are at war with. It's like someone took the prosthetics. It's like, they have all the costumes and stuff, I think, still from the video game. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like locked away somewhere in like the developer's closet. Like, just grab those.
No, and here's the thing. So, God, there's so many places we could start with this. So let's start with the Kilrathi. If you don't know the series, the Kilrathi are giant cat-like lion race at war with Earth,
and they look cool for full FFV and early 90s on PC, they look
amazing.
Yeah.
In this, so here's what made it so bad in the movie is that you could tell there was only one actor in an actual in an actual uniform moving around. The rest was all animatronic. You could tell.
Yeah.
And not good animatronic. We're talking like Pirates of the Caribbean animatronic. I mean, it's horrible. So, and I guarantee every time they killed one, it was the same dude over and over again because they could only find one guy to wear the goddamn costume.
Yeah. So,
because you only ever saw like 4 or 5 of them walking around. I mean, it was bad. So we'll start there.
Okay, let's go with like the caliber of acting in this. Let's just start with the game though, because the game is known for having pretty good to great actors in it. You've got Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
You've got Malcolm McDowell. You got John Rhys Davies. Fucking Biff Tanner from Back to the Future. There's even a point in the game where he looks at Mark Hamill and he goes, "Isn't that the guy from Star Wars?" What do we get in this? Fucking Fred and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Right? With their hair color switched.
I mean, you're not wrong. And here's problem number 2. Now that we're going into the acting here, first of all, it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
And Matthew Lillard.
Horrible.
And Matthew Lillard's not good.
Early, all early. Like we're talking. What this was? What pre? Was this pre?
99. This is pre Scooby Doo. Yeah.
Well, I know it's pre Scooby. Is it pre Scream?
Scream was what 97.
So
What was Scream?
Either way,
it's still around the same time. Yeah.
Either way, this is very early Matthew Lillard. So now, of course, I'm watching him on screen, going, "Yeah, I'm just waiting for a Zoink Scooby. Let's get out of here." I'm waiting for a Shaggy line, and it never comes. And now it's disappointing to watch this movie even more, minus abysmal acting.
And the rest of the cast is filled with actors like the older gentlemen. They're filled with actors that you don't quite remember their name, but you've seen them in other shit. And it's like, oh yeah, it's that Russian dude and that French prick and
right.
Hey,
hold on.
Hey, it's the guy that's the Cardassian that tells Picard there's not 4 lights.
Okay, here we go. Like Saffron Burrows, I've seen her in a couple different movies, but I can never remember her name. Let's see. I can't even pronounce the guy who plays Taggart's name.
Checky Karoff, I think. Here's the funny thing too: if you've got the VHS or the DVD, they misspell and they miscast everyone.
Oh,
well,
horrible.
I mean, like the lower, like other than Freddie Prinze and Matthew Lillard, it's like,
right?
That's not him. That's not him.
Right. Yeah. Jorgen Prochnow. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he was either Russian dude or French dude. I don't know. I don't know half of these accents they're trying to pull off.
Right. It was just like, what the hell? It really was like the International Space Station going on over there. And all bad acting. All horrible acting. And you could tell the serious actors were trying. They tried so hard.
When he gives them Admiral Tolliver's ring, it's just like, this means that... like, whoa, dude, calm down. I just asked what the fucking ring was about.
Right. Why not bring it down a notch, It's just, it was... The acting is horrible. So now, this is where we start... I'm going to bring up something that I noticed, and this is from me being an Elite Dangerous player. Johnny, you should have noticed it because you've played.
Mm-hmm.
Woody, you've seen me play it enough, and anyone else who's ever seen Elite Dangerous will know what I'm talking about. First of all, projectiles do not work the way that they were portrayed in this movie. It doesn't work. Okay. Spacecraft does not fly like a fucking airplane in space.
Can I will demonstrate right now. I still have my micro machines sitting here that I bought off of a guy. Okay, so let's just pretend that this snowspeeder here from Star Wars is a ship in this movie. So if you've seen any other space movie, they usually take off and just go straight, right? No, in this, they slide off the ship and then go whoop, like they're falling off something.
Right,
it's space.
Mm-hmm.
Like an aircraft. So imagine the takeoff from Top Gun. This is the best. So watch any TV show or movie that takes place on an aircraft carrier where the aircraft, as they're taking off, there's that slight dip down before they achieve lift. That's what happens in space.
I have no problem with that. It's like the movie Pearl Harbor, which is a great movie, and then like there's gravity in space, obviously. So
yeah,
the planes have to drop a little bit, and they have to fly.
I don't know. Here's another point of the movie that really bugs me. There's that scene where they're like trying to outrun the Kilrathi. So imagine this Star Destroyer is their submarine. Like basically they're subs. They're space subs. So they find an asteroid. They cup inside like that, and they lower all their power, and then the ships fly by, and everyone goes, "Yay, we stopped it!" And French motherfucker's like, "No, there's a destroyer." It's like, why are you being quiet? Sound can't travel in space because it's a vacuum. That's not how sound works, you idiot.
Right? This isn't how space works. Yeah, it's...
This is space Hunt for Red October.
It really was. That is actually the best description I could ever give it. It's Hunt for the Red October. Oh my god, there were so many things. As a kid, I loved this movie. I loved this movie as a kid. I say kid, but really it came out in '99, so yeah. I would have graduated high school by then.
Yeah.
So I would have been 19. But I loved this movie when it came out because I was still that heyday of FMV and seeing it brought to the big screen. I loved it. Now, oh, dude, I'm sitting here screaming at my kids looking at me like I'm fucking nuts because I'm screaming at this movie going, that's not how space works.
That's not how sci-fi works.
And I'm sitting there going, no, that doesn't fly. And it doesn't, the ship would not be able to do an aileron roll. Fuck you if you call it a barrel roll, an aileron roll in space because there's no wind resistance to push.
They talk about resistance too. It's like, oh, you gotta get the resistance. What resistance? Also, why is your landing gear just flat pieces of metal that just scrape?
Right.
Okay, so the arguments that we have regarding that is the argument that I've always come back to. If anyone has ever seen Max Landis's video on YouTube of the Death and Return of Superman, he said he had this conversation with someone that said, he asked him, how do you kill a vampire? And he goes, garlic, stake to the heart, sunlight. And he goes, no, you can kill a vampire any way you want to because vampires don't fucking exist. You don't have to make up rules for everything. I'm like, okay, you kind of have a point, but your point is stupid and I choose not to acknowledge it. There should be rules that everyone follows for this shit. Sunlight kills vampires. Just do it. Shoot a zombie in the head, kills it. Just why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, this was, again, like I said, as a kid, I loved this movie. Watching it this afternoon, I'm not gonna lie, because I am more educated now, in a great deal of many subjects, but it's just I'm looking at that and I'm like, that's not how space works. And to this day, there is only one space show that actually has gotten space combat right, which was Babylon 5. Babylon 5 to this day is the only show to ever get it right. But this was just this hurt my soul.
People tell me that the Battlestar Galactica reboot did pretty good.
They did they did a pretty good job of it as well.
People are also people have also told me Serenity, which is the Firefly movie, did it all right. Because anytime there were space shots, there was no sound.
Yes.
Yeah, but space bullets.
Wordman and chat nerds. Also, yes.
Okay, so I think final 2 points we can make about this. So I always give the tagline when we start these to say, we'll see if Hollywood can replicate what game developers put on, the small screen into pixels or polygons. I can't say this about this because do you know who directed this movie? Chris Roberts, the creator of Wing Commander.
Oh, snap.
So you can't blame this on Hollywood. This is his fault. The dude that you gave millions of dollars for a game that's not out yet. The guy who made Star Citizen. Did you know that, Eric?
I did not know that.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden, Star Citizen becomes so much fucking clearer to me.
Right?
So, I've never played the Wing Commander games.
Oh, the Wing Commander games were phenomenal.
I just felt like this movie was it wasn't good. I'll say that. I was joking.
It's a horrible fucking movie.
I wouldn't say horrible. It's just kind of just nothing. It was a nothing movie for me. It's just there's some cool scenes and stuff, and there's some
right. That's where you just go, "Oh, that happened."
Okay.
It's seen it. It's over, and and I love Matthew Lillard. Look at him. He's so precious.
All right. So one last point about this is that the only reason this movie made money is because there was a particular trailer that played at the beginning of the showings. It was for a tiny little indie film. You probably never heard about it. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Ah, yes.
And actually, the guy who plays Captain Banaka is in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh my god, that's the guy from Episode 1. I can
Captain
remember
Banaka.
reading about journalists who just kept going to see this movie just to watch the trailer. Because remember, folks, 99, the internet was still in its infancy. The vast majority of people on the internet still had dial-up. If you wanted to watch the trailer for Episode 1, you had to get it off of the QuickTime website and hope to God that it downloaded in one shot. It was a 2 meg file in a resolution as big as my Micro Machines.
Yeah, right. I remember this. I remember those days.
I even remember those days.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so on my sliding scale, what's the high end of the scale?
The high end of the scale is Mortal Kombat. The low end of the scale is Noobs.
All right, so on a scale of Noobs to Mortal Kombat, I'm going to put it somewhere around Super Mario Brothers. It's right. It's right on that level of they had fantastic source material and completely fucked it up. And now that you're telling me that the guy who's responsible for Star Citizen, who is responsible for Wing Commander, is also responsible for this fucking movie, all of a sudden, all the fucking $300 million tech demo that is Star Citizen makes perfect goddamn sense to me. Crystal clear focus.
I'm gonna vote it a 6 out of 10.
That's generous.
Right, I was about to say, have you been drinking? And if so,
what?
Are you sharing? Because
it wasn't so bad that it hurt me.
It was bad. It was that bad that it hurt me. Like
I mean,
brain
it could be because I
mush.
have no connection to the source material, though. That could be another thing. Like,
I
I don't
have
know.
no connection to the
Doesn't
source
matter.
material either. I haven't played any of the Wing Commander games. I want to because like I'm a
But
fan
you're a
of
space
the
nerd,
people
too.
that are in that. I'm a fan of all their work. So I want to play those eventually. I want to say they're on Good Old Games. I'm pretty sure they're on Steam. I think Wing Commander 4 is on PS1. So I can buy it off there and play it. But
It was innocent.
Redman in the chat says, I've never played the game or watched the movie, and it still hurts me.
Dude, it's like I have no words.
There's so much worse out there.
There is.
Oh, yeah. Like
Of that, of that you'll never hear me argue.
We've reviewed bad, but just the fact that like it's, it was done by the creator and they didn't do anything, or he let this happen.
I was on this podcast
So
for
it makes-
3 movies: animated Final Fantasy, whatever it's called, Resident Evil, and now this. This is like right in the middle. Resident Evil's better than this, and then Final Fantasy was like the worst. The Alec Baldwin Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, that meh.
My opinion.
Yeah.
Meh.
Well, I mean, that Spirits Within was not a Final Fantasy movie. Let's be fair.
No.
It was just a CG movie that pretended to be Final Fantasy.
Right.
All right, time for the questions. So we ask for your questions in the Discord, and sometimes we ask the day of because we don't get enough, and we usually threaten you, but this time, no threats. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Donut asks, which retro game would you like to see get the Tetris 99 Super Mario Brothers 35 treatment next? Preferably without the limited time that Super Mario 35 has. If Konami is Dan the Clown for that, I would love to see a shmup with that style. So like the enemies you kill get sent to the other ones, a la Mario 35. And if you kill them, then you get the power-ups instead of having to wait for that one line of enemies to do that. That's all really I had.
Yeah,
I was thinking, I would like Bubble Bobble. I feel like that'd be fun for like that kind of game where enemies you kill would go to the enemies or bad guys.
Trying to think.
Zombies
my
ate my neighbors.
Nope, my brain's done. I got nothing on that one.
All right. Hydro Arctic asks, pancakes or waffles? Pancakes.
French toast.
Waffles.
Okay. I say just
All
pancakes
different
because I
answers.
just find them just they're just easier to cook, and I just prefer them just flat without a whole lot of extra bullshit to go through.
Waffles is because they're crunchy.
I like French toast too.
French toast always.
Waffles. Little holes hold the butter.
Okay. Let's check this on here. Okay. Jippasocks asks, Star Wars or Star Trek? I mean, have you seen the stuff I've been popping up? Both.
Okay.
I do both. You can't make me pick one or the other.
It's
I like
really
them for
hard decision.
completely separate reasons.
Why not both?
Star
No,
Trek is good because like the recent movies where it's like lightsabers and the swords and the One Ring to destroy them all. It's like that really got to me. Star Wars, I mean, just like the portals and everything.
I knew this was
And then when Guardian Leviosa, it's just chef kiss.
Eric, he's doing it. He's mixing the fandoms up.
Oh man.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm in your camp. I like both for different reasons. It's just because what is it? Star Trek is science dipped in fantasy, in sci-fi, where Star Trek is, or Star Wars is sci-fi dipped in science. So it's yeah, I'm with you. I like both, and it's
my reasoning for both is like I like Star Trek just because it gives you that optimistic view of the future. Because like if you go back to like the original series and for today, like how much technology has been made to closely resemble Star Trek, like the cellular flip phone. Is that not Kirk's communicator?
3D alien.
We have the
spacecraft.
ability now to do video calls. How is that not different from like Captain we're being hailed on screen? Boom, Zoom call right there.
Mhm.
Star Wars is I that's just that's fantasy. There's not a whole lot of scientific stuff involved in it.
No, that's fantasy fun.
Yeah.
You go for the adventure, not really a whole lot, anything else on that.
In reality, I've only seen Star Wars and I've never seen Star Trek. So Star Wars wins.
Jabal also asked, favorite holiday meal / food item.
Like chicken soup and matzo balls and potato latkes. Yeah, that's right. I want you food.
I know, pretty boring. I'd say like for a meal, just turkey.
I like leftover Thanksgiving soup, where you just take all the leftovers, put them in a crock pot with some soup stuff. There you go, done.
Manny Mikado asked if you can make the next Tony Hawk Pro Skater track list without worrying about DMCA, what would your top 5 songs be? That is difficult to answer, as I've been completely outside of the skater scene for the better part of, I say, like 15
Never
years.
mind the fact that the music that I listened to then has changed drastically to the music that I listen to now. I mean,
yeah, like I don't really listen to punk or punk rock or alternative, or I don't really listen to music in general anymore, other than what the people across the hall are pumping out. But most of the time they just have a one-track mind. It's let's play Mariah Carey's Christmas song 4 times in the run of a day. Let's play Blackpink 4 times in the run of the day. There's another one that they play over and over and over again.
I'll throw in some more ska. Give me some like Real Big Fish, Muddy Muddy Boss Tones. I'll go with that.
Right. And she has a secondary question. You are set to make a Smash clone, but for Microsoft, top 5 characters to add. Master Chief.
Right.
Marcus Phoenix.
Yep.
Conquer. Battletoad, yeah.
Battletoad, yeah.
Blinks the Time Sweeper. Bring back that whole series.
Nothing in Cameo.
Yeah, I mean, like really, it's a matter of looking at the franchises that Microsoft owns at this point. And,
yeah.
I mean,
you're not gonna find many like first party Microsoft, but
yeah,
all the things they own, that'll be good.
Yep. Doom. No, they don't own. Yeah, they don't own the Doom Slayer. So
technically, they do now. So they bought Bethesda.
That's right. They bought Bethesda.
Yep.
Forgot about that. So
yeah,
there you go. I mean.
Well, that's it for questions. Speaking of Microsoft, the rest of the game days this week are all games that you can get on Game Pass. So Friday at 9 p.m. it's Titanfall 2 on Xbox One. It is on Game Pass as it's part of EA Play. So if you have Game Pass, you can play. And also, it always goes on for dirt cheap for like $5 for the Ultimate Edition. Saturday will be Tekken 7, also on the Xbox One. That's going to be hosted by Jimbo Sox. we already know what the alert's going to be because I made that Takan joke. And Sunday at 9 p.m., it's going to be Hot Shot Racing with Mr. TL Wolf. They just released new DLC that's free, so that'll be implemented as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
If you look at the host chat, you saw my idea for a bit alert for that one. I was listening to the do from Daytona USA.
Oh, there you go.
Over and over again. Nope, terrible idea. I tried it. Yep.
Have it repeat. Yeah.
It was a horrible idea. I'm not going to do that.
We appreciate that.
No problem.
Totally, you're going to do that.
Right?
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Holy crap. We did it in half the time that we normally do. Or not normally do, but like our last few podcasts has been like 3 hours long. So I'm happy about that.
Mm.
It's also good because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I probably didn't talk as much as usually.
Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. So we'll be back on Friday over on twitch.tv/G1_Gamedays with some Titanfall 2. If you're watching us on YouTube, come give us a follow over on Twitch. That's primarily where we do all our stuff. You know, the YouTube is mostly for the podcast and the best ofs. But who knows? There might be some more stuff coming to this channel. I don't know. I don't run the thing. Yeah. Care to say goodnight, gentlemen?
Good night.
All right, everyone. Don't watch Wing
Don't watch
Commander.
Wing Commander.
Don't watch Wing Commander.
Wing Commander. Good.